The principal told me all about what you were up against last night. You kids sure don't have it easy. Are you sure you're all healthy enough for the concert today? I might be saying this is a little late, but try not to go overboard, you hear? I'm sure some little problems will pop up here and there, but good old Toa will be there to take care of them. She and I should be able to handle everything today. We want you to be rested up for the concert. It's good to know we're in capable hands, at least. God knows how this place runs without Toa around, and like, geez. I had a ton of fun yesterday, so I'm gonna work extra hard today. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Eastern Tea House Miyabi. Yes. My husband was able to wriggle out of work, so we came here to have some fun. Funnily enough, we did the same thing just after we got married. But the memory had completely slipped my mind until today. Emil seems to be having a good time too. It's been some time since I've seen him playing with his friends like this. It's like he's comfortable in his own skin again. Oh, that sounds dodgy. I managed to get a little bit of time off work, so I wanted to take my wife to the festival. Was the festival really this busy last time we visited? Yes. Cough, cough, cough. I saw this out of the corner of my eye and I said, I'm stuck here on duty today. Oh, cruel fate, why must you draw me away from my husband hunt? Although this might be the ideal opportunity to capture any darlings who come through here. Oh my, even while I work, I can continue the hunt. The wait for handsome passers-by begin. Yep. There are so many options that I simply don't know where to start. Perhaps I should ask you the same question. Is there anywhere that you would like to go first? Things look pretty lively today. So you want to go anywhere in particular? I recommend several places, to be honest. The auditorium will host both an operetta and a concert today. Try to catch them both. Today's crowds seem even bigger than yesterday's, I noticed. We could only assume they're here to see the events at the auditorium. I'm sure that both of them will be big hits. I'm sure they will. All members of the board are here at the moment. They seem to be engaged in discussion just outside of the faculty lounge. Why don't you go over there and greet them? I will. We're in a square pattern formation here from the looks of it, like, very suspicious. Still, I hear young Mango's grades place him comfortably at the top of his class. You must be incredibly proud. I'm certainly pleased from an academic perspective, but I'm amazed by Eustace's balance of academics and athleticism. And despite his many achievements, he always looks so calm and composed. He clearly took after you in that regard. Triple door. Triple door. Well, I can't say I saw this coming. I've heard that the two of them will be singing together during Class VII's concert. What would you say to sitting together during the performance? It only seems fitting, after all. You can't be serious. What a marvelous idea. I would be happy to. I can only hope that my son doesn't bring your brother any embarrassment on the stage. Dad? They're from opposing factions, but I guess their duties here would have them interacting quite a bit. It actually seems like they're pretty good friends, too. What a headache. I wouldn't have imagined those two got along so well. Are they seriously planning on going around the festival together? Come on, guys, I don't think that's so bad. It's nice to see two important figures from opposing factions getting along. You two should try it sometime. Absolutely not. Stopping my brother once he's taken an interest in something is nigh impossible. Oh well, at the very least, he's not the type to bring shame upon himself through his actions. Oh well, I suppose I should be glad he was able to make it all, considering the current state of affairs. But we'll need to make sure we ace our live performance. Of course. I can hardly wait for your class's performance, Irene. I'm still a little dumbstruck that Mango of all people took on a single role. Now there's something I wish I could have shown my niece. Sir, Mango, myself, and the entirety of Class 7 are doing everything we can to make this a concert to remember. We hope that you'll enjoy it. That's good to hear, and I'm sure I will. Good luck up there. This should be a fun performance. I'm eager to see what my son can do alongside the rest of his class. It's been, what, a month since we last met? I heard that things took a turn for the unpleasant after my departure from Roa, however. Well, oh, come now. You don't need to hold back around me. In this place, I'm naught but an academy director. And by extension, one of the many people praying for this festival's success. That much I can guarantee you. I never had a shred of doubt about that. Hope you'll enjoy our performance. Every last one of us is working hard to make it something special, even useless. Though he might tell you otherwise. I expected as much. Seeing my little brother up on stage should be a rare delight. I doubt I will be able to tear my eyes away. Yes, indeed. Today's finally Class 7's time to shine, isn't it? How exciting it would be to see you all perform. Break a leg? No, I don't want to break a leg. That's bad for you. Oh dear. Today is finally Class 7's time to shine, isn't it? I think I've mentioned this before on the channel. I don't like break a leg as a saying. Not that I don't understand where like break a leg comes from or anything like that, but it's still basically saying good luck. But good luck is a taboo, all that type of stuff. Yes, I know, but it's still wishing you luck. I don't like that, because that implies the person doesn't have the talent already. So it's like with Sarah when she's going off to do sessions and stuff like that. I don't wish her luck, I don't tell her to break a leg, I don't do anything like that, I just tell her to be awesome because she is awesome. It's like, no, I have confidence in her abilities, she doesn't need luck. It's like, that's what I don't like about it, it's the wishing luck. Even in a roundabout way, it's like, I don't believe like actors need that, they don't need luck, they're just awesome anyway. It sounds like you had quite the time yesterday. Indeed, Instructor Makarov and I got rather carried away discussing our families and their quirks. Although I was taken aback when, partway through said discussion, a mysterious lady butted her way in. It turned out that she was only his sister. Not to imply that I was relieved to hear that. Never even crossed my mind. While the world may be tearing itself apart, that's not something for you students to worry about right now. What we should be thinking about is the festival today. Today is a day for making happy memories. Make the most of it. Oh, bloody hell. Anton was so excited to eat a pretty maid's cooking that he was gorged himself until he was sick. He's lying down now. Hate to say I told him so, but if he exhibited just a little bit of self-control, I'm sure he would have been able to ask her out too. Sabotaging his chances with a girl while trying to impress her is very Anton. Yeah, I'm still upset with the Fran situation. It's like, oh mate, don't talk to me. Okay, fair enough, Anton, fair enough. You idiot. I love him though. Don't you try and stop him, Makarov. I'm going to see Mint's class no matter what. Hold up, I told you I'd take you. Don't just wander off on your own. Please, you get lost on a one-way street. We'd get lost whether the two of us went anywhere together. And whose fault was that? Just don't wander off on your own or something, alright? I'll be done in like half an hour, so just don't cause any trouble until then, deal? You think you can butt into everyone's business, but you're too clumsy to actually help them. I'd just like for you to exert the slightest bit of self-awareness. Right back at you. I was gonna say, it's like, what? Good day. Allow me to humbly welcome you to You're not from the board of directors at all. What's a Class 7 student like you doing here? Don't you have a concert to perform? You should be focusing on that rather than gallivanting around campus. But don't expect a sympathetic ear from me once all of your slacking causes Class 1 to completely obliterate you. And I'm not saying that just because I happen to be in Class 1's homeroom teacher either. It's plain to see that their operator is nigh perfect. Your class won't stand a chance unless you're all in perfect form. But you know what? We're all in perfect form, so yeah, you're screwed, mate. So everything's okay back at the company then? Surprised you managed to find the time to make it over here. Especially with everything that's happening in Crossbell. As I've told you before, time is something you make, not something you find. And as a member of the board of directors, the Academy Festival is exactly what I needed to make time for. How else would I be able to see how the Academy is being run? My, what impressive time management. I can only hope your logistical wizardry helps you put the pieces of my company back together. Is that supposed to be a job of my new self-supporting accounting system? You may not have noticed, but times have changed. Increasing efficiency is the only way a corporation can remain successful. Your policies might have worked when you were chairman, but they do nothing but hurt the company if enacted today. Funny how all that efficiency makes communication and cooperation between divisions so much harder. That's just what happens when a corporation develops and grows. A problem, perhaps, but a necessary one. Bleh. Oh, you two just drop it. Haven't seen each other in 5 years, and the first thing you do is start arguing? I, for one, am overjoyed to see how well these two still get along. Well? What do you mean, well? Are we talking about the same people? I think this might actually be how they get along. Yeah. I plan on guiding the chairman and Master Gwyn around the festival after this. Oh, quite some time has passed since they last saw one another. As such, I believe that it is only appropriate to allow them to enjoy themselves here. Very well. Shouldn't you be doing your Blade Master duties? I'd hoped they were going to behave since they hadn't seen each other in so long. But how wrong I was. They look like they're getting along pretty well to me, though. Being able to argue like that is part of being a family, I think. Really? I suppose it's better to argue than not talk to each other at all. Is that new? I'm amazed that they even manage to argue like this every single time. I suppose it's better than refusing to talk to one another. Yeah, that's something. Oh yes, your class is planning on some sort of performance, correct? It will play into our discussions as to how to deal with Class 7 next year. Stay focused on that. Not on global events you have no influence over. I mean, I have influence over them, just not with this group of people. Yes, Mom. We'll do what we can to exceed your expectations. Seems like even she's concerned about what's going on in Crossbell. I'm very concerned about what's going on in Crossbell. If only there was some kind of game that would investigate into this and we could play it in future, if only. Like, yep. I'm pretty excited about this performance of yours, especially after that kid with the bandana told me about the sexy outfits the girls will be wearing. Should be a good chance to see how my little granddaughter's been filling out. So, Reen, who's the girl to keep my eye on? My gut saying it's Emma? Claire? Perhaps this isn't the best time to be having this conversation. Shame. Luckily, I've never been opposed to a bit of eyes-on research, especially when the topic at hand is so important. Hey, don't give me that look. I'm not doing this for my own satisfaction. I'm fulfilling my sacred duty as a man. Right. Excellent work last night, Schwarzer. Class 7 accomplished something that few of us would, or could. I've sent young George and Instructor Thomas to investigate the Old Schoolhouse now that things have settled down. I expect that they will report their findings soon enough. Meanwhile, you should all take the time to enjoy yourselves today. After all, it was you yourselves who carved the path towards today. The concert takes place this afternoon, doesn't it? There's still a fair amount of time left until then, so why don't you have a look around and relax until then? That's what I'm doing. That's why I spoke to you. That's why I'm here. What are you on about? It's taking its time. Cogs. That really took its time. Is it because of the amount of people? I see. This looks pretty good to me. I still want to know where it is, though. Oh my god, they're all staring at her. It's weird. Look all you want. I respect those who understand art. That's all there is to it. Green, it's good to see you again. Sorry to bother you out of the blue. Glad to see you two could make it all the way out here. But I heard you two ran into trouble on the way here. What happened? Well, we stayed the night at my house in Heimdall yesterday, you see. Then Toma here thought it would be a great idea to get lost while exploring the city. It wasn't my fault. How was I supposed to know it would be so big? Or be so full of people? Don't worry, I had just the same reaction when I first visited. At least they found you safe and sound. How are things back in Nord? Over here it's hard not to feel the tension at the Crossbelt border. Why, is something happening there? But I'm curious if it's the same there. To be honest, it hasn't really had any effect on Nord. But things take a turn for the worse, as Gate is ready to act. Lieutenant General Vander seems to have a handle on the situation, though. He also got us permission to go through really quickly. Sounds like we have a lot to thank him for. Indeed. Hope I'll have the chance to do some personally at some point. But that's enough of this serious talk. Have a good time today, both of you. Will do. Yeah. She's very skillful. Hey, Charles, is carving these statues some sort of custom for girls of the Empire? I'm going to say no. This is what they call an art club. It's a place where people with a passion for the arts gather and improve their skills. Aha, so that explains why she's so good. There's so much to see in the Empire. I have to be sure to thank Gaius for inviting me. He's so excited. You could mistake him for a little child. Not that I'm any more composed. It's my first time at an Academy Festival too. Look at them both, taking it all in. Especially Toma. It's the first time he set foot outside of the Highlands, after all. You can almost see his eyes sparkling. I'm glad he's having a great time. Same here. My decision to come to Thors means that now Toma's been able to see another part of the world for himself. Who knows? Perhaps this is the way the winds and the goddess wanted it to be. I'm planning on showing them around the academy for now. I'm sure it was the guidance of the... I knew it was going to come back to that. They have my thanks. Winds and the goddess. Everything's the wind and the goddess. What an astounding art show. I hope all of the young artists involved continue to develop their artistic sensibilities. I don't know why I spoke to you again. Now where's this Russian person in here? They've gone. The fact there was a Russian accented person, it's like, that's interesting in the grand scheme of Zemernia. Like, where is this Russian location, essentially, is what we're thinking now. Things are the opposite of good in Crossbell right now. Neat. On top of that, neat. Rumor has it, they're freezing Erebonian assets. Neat. My wife taught me I had to come here and learn how to cook, but it's kinda hard to focus right now. Neat. My sister decided out of the blue that she wanted to make some sweets today. That's great, I said. Have fun, I said. But she just had to drag me along with her. When she gets an idea into her head, she doesn't hear a word I say. Okay, time to put some toppings on. Feel free to top it with whatever fruit you'd like. Well, as long as it's not pineapple. Pineapple prevents the batter from hardening up properly. That true? Someone let me know. I genuinely want to know. Like, is that true? Is that a thing? I didn't know. They've grown closer as friends. So much so that they're even spending the festival together. Yes. The head of the club agreed to arrange an impromptu chorus. Look how happy the kids are. La la la. La la la. Hey. Goodbye. What? La la la. Choirs really are the best for kids. This isn't really what this class is about, but as long as they're having fun, it's fine by me. Exactly. Like, it's lovely. Did she say chorus or choirs? Yeah, chorus. Alright, fair enough. I just wondering, I saw like, wait, did I get that wrong? Elliot, my sweet boy, why do you shrink from your father's loving embrace? Because it's embarrassing. Fiona, a little help, please? This is the first time we've been together in so long. It wouldn't be right for me to intrude on your bonding time. Unless, however, Dad gets too carried away. In which case he should expect a severe scolding later. You resemble your mother more with each passing day, Fiona. Looks like Fiona rules the roost here. Oh, Reen. How nice to see you, Reen. It's been too long. Agreed. Thank you for coming, Lieutenant General. I know you're incredibly busy. Think nothing of it. Nothing in the world could keep me from seeing my beloved son take the stage by storm. Admittedly, this does make things more difficult for Neidhart. He's at the fortress right now, right? That he is. I've left him in charge of maintaining contact with the other armored divisions. If our circumstances weren't quite so precarious, I would have allowed him to remain here to attend the festival. But I'd bet anything he'll be a commander someday, so I figured he might as well get some good experience in. I suppose so. This must be really tense over a crossbell. You don't say! Still, no sympathy for your subordinates. I see. Strange hiccups. Dad's mercilessness aside, best of luck on your performance, Elliot. Try to put on a show that will leave even this stubborn old man flabbergasted. Old man? I'll definitely try. Besides, I've got to prove that I've come a long way since I first entered the academy. And the rest of us will be there to help you do so. Oh, Adios, I know I don't deserve to see Elliot's performance today. It was I who denied him his chance to pursue his dream. What sort of father would I be if I wasn't here to celebrate my dear son's moment in the spotlight? Goddess, I entreat you, please prefer your guidance upon this lost lamb. He seems generally concerned about what to do. Dear, oh dear. Sorry, Reen, my dad's being his usual over-affectionate self. But with both him and my sister here, I'm feeling even more pumped about our concert. Let's give them a real surprise by making it the greatest show they've ever seen. Sounds like a plan to me. They're both really looking forward to our concert. My friends from the Music Academy said they'd be coming too, so I really want to blow their socks off. Don't do that, they need their socks. It's cold this time of year. Can only imagine that practice must have been rather demanding with Elliot involved, yes. Music is the sole area in which he demands nothing less than perfection. That's certainly been our experience. But without him, things never would have shaped up as well as they did. No, I'm not sure our performance is up to the standards of a trained pianist. Not to worry, a musical performance is less about the skill of the performers than the feelings they put into it. I'm certain your performance will be breathtaking if all of your thoughts are as one on the stage. That is what I hope to hear. We'll try not to let you down. Okay, that was new. I've heard that your performance will be a new kind of music using orbitally powered instruments. This performance should be rather interesting. Yes, it should. Big Bro School is so fun. I want to go here when I grow up. Maybe you don't want to. Maybe there's maybe a branch campus or something like that. So Klein to go spend some time with his friends. This will be the last chance for him to enjoy the festival like this. I want him to get everything he can out of it. Klein's got a bunch of friends. How about I'm not popular when I get older? I mean, I'm sure you'd be fine. My mum told me to go hang out with my friends today. You in? Sure, let's invite Laura and Monica along too. Klein offered to get me something from the food stalls. Alright, today's gonna be great. Seems like they didn't find out too much about what happened last night. Everything's okay now though, so it's better not to worry about it. Let's just stay focused on enjoying the festival. Indubitably. Wait, was I supposed to be on reception duty? Mint, are you trying to give me a heart attack? Laura and I have plans to enjoy the festival together today. I'm leaving the reception in your hands, Mint. Good luck. Sorry about that. Kinda sorta completely forgot. Alright, are we done on this floor? We're done on this floor. Let's go to the roof. cogs of the game. It's taking a while, isn't it, at the moment? It's very, very strange. Oh, hey, there you are. Are you two already done looking at the attractions? Not a chance, we're just taking an itsy-bitsy little break. We're locked into a deathmatch, and the upper hand is mine. You're not taking me down that easy. I've turned the tables before, and I will turn the tables again. I don't know if I've ever seen you this serious, Milliam. I'm gonna win and tell Lecter all about it later. I'd bragged to him sooner, but he couldn't end up making it to the festival. The captain from the intelligence division. Yeah, he went off to Crossbell this morning. Uh-huh. And once again, Milliam casually reveals military secrets to everyone within earshot. Could have happened that they needed him in Crossbell so quickly. Yes. Things must be really bad over there. That's going to be interesting. I think that's what's going to be interesting for me, because it's like, now I'm aware of Crossbell and everything else that's going on in this. And speaking to all these people, I've got an inkling of little things that are going to be happening when we get round to Azure, and it's going to be fascinating to see all these little hints here as to what they're referring to. Being like, and Lecter turned up, and something happened with Arios, and then this happened, and this happened. It's like, oh, that's what they're on about. That's what they're on about. It's going to be fun. Can't wait. We're having a rematch after this, Fee. I'm not letting you win. Fine, but no using Aragetlum. They'll yell at us if you break the machine. I get it, I get it. Alright, alright. The rooftop's the best. But now I want a nap. I don't think I know anyone who loves anything as much as you love naps. This might be my last chance for a good rooftop nap too. Even she's concerned about what's happening in Crossbell. Everyone's concerned, right? We got the idea, right? Is it true that all of you will be performing too? Be still my heart to think I've added another handful of souls to the growing roster of those my art has moved. Please forgive me. I am but a sinful man. Hello, hello. This is some great pie, isn't it? Really is. Reminds me of the pies your mum used to bake for us. It really does. Nobody in town made better pies. Yeah, I finally asked her. I'm so happy right now. I've been dreaming about being able to talk to her like this for so long. Good luck, mate. Maybe I'll get to spend the whole day right by Alan's side. Aww. He never would have done something like this the first time we attended this festival. He probably would have called it low. What a difference 20 years makes. Oh, lovely to enjoy a little meal on the rooftop. One could say this is a yearly tradition of my own, albeit a delicious one. Just what happened over at the old schoolhouse last night anyway? Suppose it doesn't really matter as long as things are fine now. Might as well forget about it and get selling. The important thing is that the festival's still going. I suppose. So, on the agenda are the 2 performances in the auditorium and the big after party. I'd be kicking myself if I missed those. Seems as though today's performances have drawn in more visitors than yesterday. Now I can't wait to see which attraction gets voted most popular. Will it be one that drew people in at a steady pace, or will the flash of the performances take the crown? I simply can't wait to find out. Yes, indeed. I still have not forgiven Father. How presumptuous of him to arrange my marriage without so much as telling me. I must apologize for not mentioning it myself. Although, based on who you are due to marry, I assumed you wouldn't be terribly keen on hearing anything more about him. That's a small mercy. Soldiers like him are nothing but uncivilized brutes. No, my lady, I'm afraid he is not involved with the military at all. Surely you've heard of the Lake Lord family of fishermen? What? Although the head of the family is a mere baron, the Lake Lords are rather influential. Though, given your graceful nature, I would not have assumed you would find one of their sons to be an appropriate match. I'm terribly, terribly sorry. The Lake Lord family? The same Lake Lords who make all the fishing equipment? I can't believe this. Why wasn't I informed? They led me to believe he was someone of military status. Changes things, doesn't it?
We're going to the cooking classes today. Mom and I are going to bake some cookies together. Gonna be so much fun.
I heard that there was an incident last night. Was there a robbery or something? Well, no matter what it was, I'm just happy that the issue was resolved and we can safely enjoy the festival. Indubitably. Right, so let's actually end this part here then. And in the next part, we'll head down into the old schoolhouse, see what's going on with George down there. And Crow. So see you then. Ta-ta for now.